Hello everyone, and welcome to our live streaming event this week from Airport Plaza Jewelers, the showroom on Union. I'm Rick Balicki, I'm the store manager here, and this gentleman sitting to my left is Joe Giambra, one of our sales associates here at the showroom on Union. So I'd like to welcome everybody for joining us tonight. We're going to touch on a few different subjects here. One of them is going to be some jewelry repair. So we'll talk about some of the different jewelry repairs that we do here. Another subject we're going to touch on is giveaways and prizes. Yes, indeed. So we have a couple of good ones here. I'm not going to give anything away quite yet. So I'd like to leave it as a surprise. But Joe, what do you think? We should probably get right into it here. So
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that really want to know how we do repairs. What kind of repairs do we do? And if they should bring their stuff in and let us look at it.
Most definitely, yeah. We invite anybody that has questions about their jewelry, whether it's damaged, whether you're not sure if it's damaged, or maybe it's been a while since you've had it inspected. It's always a great idea, to have your jewelry inspected at least once every 6 months. Sooner if you feel that something doesn't look right or feel right, but at least once every 6 months. And one of my favorite things to mention to customers is, they talk about, you change the clocks, you change the batteries in your smoke detector. Well, have your jewelry checked right around the same time. It's a great way just to kind of get into a habit to have it done. And sometimes by doing that, you can basically address a small problem and keep it from becoming a bigger problem. When I say a bigger problem, like loss of a diamond, we hate when we see that, especially when the cause was something like worn tips that could have easily been addressed if they were caught in time. And we see that time and time again. People love their jewelry. They wear their jewelry constantly, sometimes all the time. Even though we tell folks, hey, take your jewelry off at night. One small thing you can do to help to preserve it a little bit.
And another note, along that come in every 6 months. I can't even tell you how many people came in just for a quick inspection, and I found a loose stone, and we prevented it from falling out. So that's a good reason for coming in and just getting it cleaned.
It really is.
And inspected, yeah.
It sure is. That's one small, again, a small problem that we keep small. Instead of it becoming a bigger problem. So, and another thing is too, if you've been following gold at all, everybody knows the price of gold is really up there, very high right now. So lots of people, instead of replacing it, they're trying to preserve it. They're trying to get it repaired so that they can get some extra time and some extra wear out of it. And gold chains, bracelets, pendants, we repair it all. Lots of different things. Gosh, I mean, chains that are broken, and we do repair not only solid chains but hollow chains as well. And with hollow chains, a lot of times what we see is they get sort of torn, a little bit more difficult to repair, and they do require a little more solder, but we can do a real good job on that for you.
Yeah, hollow can be difficult, but it's not impossible.
Absolutely.
So even some of those, if you don't even know what you can do with that, you might be surprised. There's lots of times people come in with several little pieces, and we put it all back together.
Yeah, bring it on in. Don't be shy about bringing it in. What's another one that you see a lot? Another repair you see a lot?
Oh man, people lose their clasps all the time. That is one of the biggest repairs. People don't understand, that a little tiny clasp, even that tiny little thing, your chain can just disappear. Like you get a small little yank on it from the dog, kids, grandkids, and you just, it's still good, it's fine. But then a couple days later, where'd it go?
Yeah.
Luck. So yeah, you should always keep in mind your clasp.
Yeah. Another thing to be inspected.
Yeah.
One of the repairs that we do very, very often, along with chain soldering, is ring sizing. So now there are different ways to, making a ring smaller, pretty self-explanatory there. But there are different ways to make a ring larger. And one of the things that we see is rings that come in where the shanks are very thin. And people will say, well, gee, I don't understand why it's so thin. The ring's not that old. Did they make the ring larger for you? Yes. Sometimes what happens is rather than actually sizing a ring, and by sizing a ring is adding gold to it. It's opening the ring up, adding a piece of gold in, soldering it in, refinishing it, and keeping that shank thickness the same as the original shank. But what we see are shanks that are tapped larger and thinned out. So, you take years of wear off when that occurs, and we hate to see that. We want to do the job the right way for the customer, and that's one of the ways that we do that. We did have a question. Somebody, Michelle Jones, asks, my band is broke on a ring, worn away. Have to bring it in. Yes, please do. Well, I guess there's a second part to that question. Can you melt gold down and make something out of it? Sure we can. We do all kinds of custom work and designs, and we can use the customer's old gold to do that.
A lot of people like using their old gold because they have moms, grandmas kind of stuff that is broken. They really can't do too much with it. So we'll take that and we'll mix it in and melt it down and build something new out of grandma's gold, grandpa's ring, so on and so forth. So it's a whole new item, but you still get to remember them, in the way you want to.
Sure. So, now, one of the other things too, real quickly, is I want to just touch on. Well, hold on a second here, because somebody is saying it's time to give away a prize.
Woo!
I guess it is prize time.
And since we're talking about repairs, the first prize we're giving away today is actually a $50 gift certificate good towards any jewelry repair at the showroom, such as a chain solder, such as a clasp replacement, such as polish and rhodium, which we haven't spoken
ring
about
sizings,
yet, and even ring sizing.
Sure.
So a $50 repair gift certificate is going to be your gift or your prize for this one.
We're not just giving it away, though. There is a trivia question that we're going to need the folks at home to answer. And Joe, what is that question?
Did you know that the famous crack in the Liberty Bell, as it is displayed now in Philadelphia, is not really a crack, but a repair? In 1846, metal workers widened the crack to prevent it from spreading further and to restore the tone of the bell. Last time the Liberty Bell was rung was on February 22nd, 1846, to commemorate the birthday of which American president?
Okay, folks.
So,
now you have to think back to history class.
Yeah. When was the last time the Liberty Bell was rung? On February 22nd, 1846. And for which American president were we commemorating their birthday?
Boy, we're going back a few years.
I've actually seen the Liberty Bell in
Me
person.
too.
It is an interesting and fun thing.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot that was a repair that was done on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't touch the Liberty Bell either.
No, they will no longer let you touch the Liberty Bell.
Now, I believe the Liberty Bell may have been made out of brass. Now, you can't repair brass.
No,
that's one thing I can tell you right now.
I'm not sure what it's made out of exactly.
Bronze.
Bronze.
No. Someone said Abe Lincoln.
Not Abe Lincoln.
No, Abe Lincoln. Now, remember, folks, this is 1846.
So, Abe Lincoln came a little later.
Well, actually, no. I think Abe Lincoln was alive in 1846.
He wasn't president.
No, he wasn't president, though.
A little fun thing we can probably chat about while we're waiting here is polish and rhodium.
Well,
James Polk.
No. It's not John Quincy Adams either. But who is it? Can we give the folks an additional hint?
No, we got a winner.
Oh, we have a winner.
Wait, here it is.
Hold on. Without the additional hint, too.
Here it is.
Okay. And okay. And our winner is Jessica Reyna. Am I saying that? Renea? I'm sorry.
We apologize,
Jessica.
but
Yes.
Jessica, you won.
Jessica R. You are the winner. You are the winner of a $50 repair gift certificate, good for any repair. So when you come in to pick it up, bring your jewelry in for us to take a peek. We'll inspect it, we'll clean it for you, and we'll let you know if your jewelry does in fact need any repair. So thanks very much. And so yeah, we want to touch on a few other things. Now, one thing, polish and rhodium is good. That really relates more to white gold, though. So I want to touch on something else that is relevant to white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and that is tips and prongs. So the tips are what secure stones into a ring. Now, that's one way of stone setting. There's also channel set, where the stones are actually seats are cut into channels and it's secured that way. But what happens is, over time, those tips can wear down just through normal wear and tear. Same with the channels. So what you want to do is, again, bring your jewelry in, get those tips checked, get the prongs checked. Sometimes the prongs, especially on the girls' rings, the engagement rings, there's 4 prongs or 6 prongs securing that center stone. Sometimes just through normal wear, they can get, beat a little bit and turned and twisted. So we can help to repair that. And again, a small issue like that can be taken care of and prevented from becoming a bigger issue or a diamond loss, which we hate to see. Now, so getting back to Joe's topic, polish and rhodium. So with white gold, everybody knows when gold comes out of the ground, you see the old movies and they're panning for gold, mining for gold. It's yellow. But what they do is, when gold is alloyed with other metals to make it harder, to make it more suitable for jewelry wear, and depending on the color of the gold, the alloys and the percentage of the alloys are a little bit different. So with white gold, usually there's a little more white metal mixed in, but you still can't turn yellow into white magically. So rhodium, that's the key. Rhodium is what gives white gold and sterling silver that beautiful, beautiful white luster. When you first get it, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful and bright. And but it is a plating, so over time it does need to be reapplied.
A lot of people come in and they're like, why is my ring just losing some of that shine? Why? What happened to it? Can we just polish it up? And we explain, hey, no, it's rhodium. However, it's real fun. I believe we were going to try and speak about a spa treatment type thing for your white gold rings. Some people come in all the time, get it re-rhodiumed, and it looks brand new, as if it just came off the floor again.
Yeah. Now, you don't have to do it all the time. So you can kind of tell. You'll be able to tell when it's time, because the brightness, the luster will sort of wear off a little bit, may look a little dingy, a little yellowish, and that's when you know it's time to get your ring re-rhodiumed again.
Yeah,
so
it's common. It's not
Yep.
uncommon. It is what happens. It's just like maintaining a vehicle,
Yeah, it's nothing you do. It's just through natural wear. So but boy, I'll tell you, when we do that service and we polish and rhodium the ring, people are so surprised at how beautiful the ring looks again. So if your ring's not,
ring?
yeah,
Was that,
yeah,
that my ring? I don't think that's my ring. Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
if your ring is not looking like it used to look, and it's white gold, well, even if it's yellow or rose gold, because just those minor scratches and little dings and dents, those can be polished out of yellow and rose gold as well. So if it's been a while since you've had your rings polished, it's a very inexpensive service, and boy, does it look beautiful when it's done.
I love repairing jewelry, just for the fact that some people will come in, they're willing to spend a couple dollars, a couple $100 if need be, to get their work done right. But the way you look at it, especially with some of the price of gold going up these days, just putting a little bit of money to rejuvenate your old jewelry to make it look brand new again, it feels like you're getting brand new jewelry just at a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
And that's what's real fun about repairs.
Yeah, and people just the people's responses is really what is it's very satisfying.
It's that time again. I guess we've got another prize.
It is time for another prize. Yes, now.
And we thought that gift certificate was such a good prize. We're going to give another one out today.
All right, and then we have a question from one of the folks at home, and so why don't we talk about the prize first?
And then we'll get to
So Madonna, be patient.
So it's another $50 gift certificate. good towards any jewelry repair, such as chain solder, clasp repair, polishing rhodium as we're speaking, any
Ring
jewelry
sizing, yeah.
repair. So, the Statue of Liberty is a famous landmark with its iconic blue-green color. However, it wasn't always green. When the statue was unveiled in 1886, it was a shiny brown color, like a penny. By 1906, the color had changed to green. The reason the Statue of Liberty changed colors is that the outer surface is covered with hundreds of thin copper sheets. Copper reacted with the air to form its famous green patina. However, part of the statue was so corroded that it was completely replaced in 1986. What part of the Statue of Liberty was completely replaced in 1986?
Which, by the way, was 100 years later, and I think everybody knows this, but maybe there'll be a little bonus if you can tell us which country presented the Statue of Liberty to the United States.
And the prize for that's a good high five.
Well, no, but still in all, it's important.
So what part of the Statue of Liberty was completely replaced in 1986?
Do we already have a winner?
Did we?
All right. All right, here we go. And our winner is Rick Rivera.
With
now,
the torch.
With
the torch was completely
the
replaced.
torch, yes. The torch was completely rebuilt. Now, Brian, did he happen to mention what country gave us the Statue of Liberty? Somebody else did.
It's French. The French gave it to us. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said
Well,
that.
thank you,
I'm
Joe.
sorry.
Thank you. I'm glad.
But another little tidbit of information. In 1986, the current torch was installed, which was a flame covered in 24-karat gold. You can find the original torch on display in the Statue of Liberty Museum.
So there. Okay. Now, so Madonna. Let's see.
Oh,
What about platinum repairs? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Well, good, Rick. Good job. Come on in. Get your gift certificate. And okay, Madonna asked, what about platinum repairs? Now, platinum.
That's a good question.
Yeah. So platinum, little trickier to work with than gold. So, but yeah, we can do everything. The same things we can do with gold, we can do with platinum. So whether it be polishing, retipping. Yeah, so I mean, we can make it look like new again. So if you have some platinum jewelry that needs repair, come on in and we'll take a look and we can give you an idea on what you're going to be looking at to get that repaired.
Now, cool thing about platinum is you don't have to rhodium it, right?
No.
That's one of the white metals that stays pretty good.
And the reason is because it is a naturally formed white metal. So it's almost pure when it's used in jewelry. Sometimes it's mixed with iridium, which is another naturally white metal. So yeah, so the only thing you really ever have to do with platinum is polish it to bring that luster back up and get it to its original.
Of course, come in, let us check the prongs and the stones and everything.
Yeah, you want to do that.
Same as gold, same as everything else. Yeah?
Sure, absolutely. Okay. Lori asks, what about the price of rhodium? Well, rhodium, now it's funny because if you ask people that question, how much is rhodium an ounce compared to gold? I think most people would be shocked to learn that rhodium is close to $10,000 an ounce. Now, gold is close to $2,000 an ounce. So rhodium is 5 times more expensive than gold is. So it is a pricier metal, but again, it's something that's needed. You have to really rhodium your white gold. And interestingly enough, sterling silver is often rhodium. And the reason for that is everybody knows sterling silver tarnishes over time. Well, the rhodium helps to kind of prolong that from happening. You have to kind of wear the rhodium off before you have to worry about your sterling silver toning up and tarnishing.
But to continue for the price of rhodium, don't be afraid. We're not going to put a whole ounce of rhodium on your ring. It's not going to be a $10,000 repair. We're just going to put a very, very small amount. So it's a very reasonable cost. And again, when you're putting that on for a very reasonable cost and it's looking brand new again, it's worth it.
No, it sure is.
It really is.
I'm telling you, people are just astounded at how beautiful it looks again once it's done. So yeah, you definitely, if you have white gold and it's been a while since you had it rhodium, you definitely want to come on back and get that rhodium plated. You'll love it.
Now,
You'll love
here's
it.
another thing that people might want to ask is if they have a gold-plated jewelry, can that be repaired? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But bring it in and let's take a
Yeah.
look at it, because sometimes what happens is what people think is gold plated winds up being gold.
Real gold.
And that,
The lady came in, she wanted to get her ring repaired, and I told her this is a gold ring. She's like, no, it's silver. And I'm like, no, it's gold. Like, she really didn't know what she had. And so yeah, people sometimes don't even know what they're wearing. So,
especially for their items that may have been inherited, or items maybe that were, picked up secondhand, items that were picked up at, maybe a garage sale even. So always good to check that out. Now we can do some repairs on costume jewelry as well, especially if it's clasps. Oh, we can replace clasps. We can replace little the connecting rings or jump rings that connect the clasp to the item, whether it's a chain or a bracelet. Pendants, a bail can be replaced. So we can also do some repairs on costume jewelry. It's case by case basis, though. We really kind of have to see what you have. But if you're unsure, please, by all means, bring it in. We're more than happy to take a look at whatever folks want to bring in.
But
well,
down to another trivia question.
So yeah, we are down to the last trivia question. Now, hold on. I'm going to read this one because. All right, here we go. So now, first of all, let's talk about the prize a little bit because it's something new and different. So what we have here, and you can let me know if this is being displayed now. All right. So it's a beautiful pear-shaped white stone set into a solid gold setting, and this is on a 20-inch gold vermeil, which is gold over sterling silver, a 20-inch box chain. Very, very pretty piece. It looks absolutely beautiful. I hope you folks at home can really get a good sight on that. But so to win this beautiful pendant, here we go. Here is the trivia question. The spire of the famous and historic Notre Dame Cathedral in France was destroyed by fire in 2019. It is now in the process of being completely repaired and restored. Did you know that initial construction on the cathedral began in the year, believe it or not, 1163? 1163. Wow. Now, to win our final prize, if you can be the first person within 5 years, we're going to give you 5 years, okay, give or take, to let us know how many years from 1163 did it take until the Notre Dame Cathedral finally opened. Now, this was something I didn't even know. I knew it took a while, never would have guessed this number of years. It's older than Don. It's older than Don and me put together. Okay, that's all I'm going to say, though. That's all I'm going to say.
While they're doing that.
Oh, we got another question? Okay, so Lisa has a question. Is a canary diamond worth the extra money, or is it an overpriced yellow diamond? Well, that's actually a very good question. So naturally colored diamonds are very, very expensive. So, canary is yellow, but a lot of the colored diamonds that you see are heat treated to change the color of the stone. So many of them naturally will have some type of color orientation, which kind of leads to determine the color it should be irradiated to. So blue or green or purple or red or yellow or black. So now you're going to pay a little more. You're going to pay a little more for a yellow diamond, but I would say it may not be a lot more. So if you're looking for something, again, depending on a number of different factors, but everything else being equal, there should not be a tremendous difference in the price, but there will be some. I would say if you are looking for a canary diamond, please come in and visit us, and we would be happy to talk to some of our vendors and find one for you, and I'm sure we'll find one in a very reasonable price point. Oh yeah, we did have a beautiful. Gosh, we had a beautiful pear-shaped yellow diamond. That yeah, it was
Vivid canary yellow.
yeah, really, really, really pretty, really pretty. In fact, the customer admired it for quite some time.
Yeah,
but yeah, very nice. Accented with white diamonds, set in yellow gold. God, it really was absolutely gorgeous. So, and a lot of times you'll see, we have examples of colored diamonds too. Some really pretty ones, and just the different colors and the mix of color can really be very, very interesting. Recently sold another ring, very pretty, with black, blue, yellow, and white diamonds. Absolutely stunning.
That was
stunning ring. One of my absolute favorites that we had in the store. So,
How are we doing on our?
but we found a good home for it, and the customer absolutely loves it. So, everybody is very happy. So, how are we doing? Anybody getting close?
Yeah, we had 195 was closed, but not yet.
we're getting close.
Okay.
People are getting close.
You're getting very close, folks. So,
it's got to be within 5 years.
yeah. So if the person who said the last thing takes a few years off,
This is not necessarily repairs, but something that might be interesting to know is there have been times people brought in their jewelry and wanted to make almost exact duplicates of it, or wanted to have extra links added onto a watch that never truly existed. So repairs can be extensive. Like if there's something you want done that's not necessarily, that's standard, we can do all kinds of things. We have guys that can help fabricate new items. We have guys that can pour the gold. We have all kinds of different means to create things almost out of nothing, as long as we got something to base it off of.
Yeah. So if you ever have, if you're thinking of something or have a question about something, don't be shy. The only way you're going to get your question answered is if you ask it. So yeah, no such thing as a dumb question. So please, if you have any questions at all, you're more than welcome. Come on in the store, or you can always on our next live stream. You can also, you can ask a question there as well. So,
well, we still haven't gotten it quite close.
Oh, we got a winner.
Oh,
we have a winner. Madonna Powers.
We have a winner.
For being close.
She said 185. What's the answer?
The answer is 182 years. Wow. Well, wait a second. I think if we had Don's age to Brian's age and my age, I think we'd come pretty darn close to 182.
Yeah.
maybe exceed it, but anyway. But very good, Madonna. Thank you so much. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many more years it takes before it's back
Madonna
to where it
won
was.
the white gold or white stone pendant in the real gold setting.
Yes.
That's a $199 necklace
yes.
there. Yeah,
Yes. So congratulations, Madonna. Okay. Is there anything else? Let's see here. We touched on prongs and tightening prongs, polishing and rhodium. One thing we didn't mention, replacing missing diamonds and gemstones. So yes, no matter what it is, whether it's a diamond, and it doesn't matter the size or the shape, we can replace it. Colored gemstones, sapphires, rubies, emeralds, amethysts. If you're missing a stone, whether it's part of a cluster, whether it's a single stone, bring the item in. Let's take a look and find out why the stone is missing, because that's always an important part. When a stone is missing, there's a cause to why it's missing. We have to address that first and find out why it's gone, but we can help you get the stone back in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
ready to wrap
I don't think we have any other questions, but if you do, save it for next time, or better yet, come in and visit us at the showroom on Union. We're here. Well, of course they're gonna bring their items. They're going to have them inspected and cleaned now. So please come on in and visit us. Bring your items with you. We'll take a peek and we'll get them looking beautiful again and get them back on you so that you can start wearing them and enjoying them again. Congratulations again to our winners tonight. Any other questions?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks very much for watching and joining us here on our live streaming event. And I'm not sure when the next one will be. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So, yes. Let's wish everybody a happy Easter out there. And so we'll see you folks again real soon.